Hello everyone, my name is Dmitry, Anoshin. This is Surfalytics, and I will talk about a course getting starting with analytics in data engineering. And first I want to cover the course itself, to go through models from 1 to 13. The course will consist from 13 models, and I briefly explain what each model means and what's the goal. The model 0 starts from prerequisites of data analytics tools that we're using every day, and it might be a bit shocking for you that we'll start from command line interface, GitHub, Docker, but I think it's very important to have in early of your career to start with those tools, learn them, and apply at work. And it's more about your day-to-day use, hands-on experience, and long-term it will give you lots of advantage. And this is I call it prerequisites for the data professionals. And the next one, the model 1 to model 3, is about roles of data analyst and BI engineer, data visualization developer or BI developer. We'll talk on the model 1, we'll talk about what's the analytics, what's the role of analytics, what kind of role exists on the market, what's the typical architecture looks like, what's the value of data analyst or data engineer can deliver to the company, and many other things. On the model 2, we'll move, and in the end of the model 1, we'll do a bit of hands-on, working on Excel spreadsheets, just with the idea to make sure that you understand what table means, what rows and the columns means, because even the big data sets, they all still storing in the table format, often in the relational database or analytical database, they're still having the same format. The model 2 will moving to database in SQL, and the model 3 will be about BI tools. We'll learn about Tableau, we'll learn about Power BI and Looker, and maybe a bit some others cloud tools like AWS QuickSight or Google Data Studio. And you will have a little project to build your first cloud analytics solution using AWS or Azure, doesn't matter, to connect data set and BI tool. So, and in summary, the first 3 models, they will help you to gain knowledge for the role of BI developer, data analyst, or the product analyst, or the market analyst. And after you finish those 3 models, you can build your resume, go apply for the jobs, and maybe fail like 10 to 20 interviews, and you're good to go for the job. The next one, the model 4, we'll talk about data integrations and ETL. So this is kind of like, it's not about the cloud, it's not about data engineering yet. It's more about just traditional ETL. What is ETL? What's data integrations and all those things. So moving to the model 5, it's about cloud computing, because myself for the last 3 years I'm teaching cloud computing fundamentals in University of Victoria in British Columbia. So I have lots of context about foundational knowledge of cloud computing, and I tailored this course specifically for the data professionals. So we'll learn about Azure, we'll learn about AWS, and maybe a bit of a Google Cloud Platform. Also, in the end of Model 5, we'll start learning a bit of Python if you know work in the past. And I did it for a reason. I don't want to overload your brain for the first 5 models with the Python. It would be just enough to learn the SQL, to understand how the data insights, how the analytics can help the business, and basically make you successful to join the workforce and deliver the value. Model 6 will be about cloud data warehouse, like Redshift, because the Redshift was the first data warehouse out there, and then there is for Azure data warehouse, for example, Azure Synapse, or in the past it has the name Azure SQL Data Warehouse. What else? Of course, the Snowflake, and maybe some other alternatives available for analytical databases. Also, you'll learn fundamental. What does mean MPP, SMP? What's the difference, and so on and so on. The model 7 will be about Apache Spark. We'll start from just Apache Spark and moving towards Databricks. The model 8 will be about traditional big data analytics with data lake, and the model 9 will talk about Delta Lake. The model 10 will talk about the streaming applications with Apache Spark. The streaming application with Flink, with Kafka. The model 11 will talk about a bit of machine learning foundations for data engineers. And the model 12, there will be about like best practice for the data engineers, maybe some advice. And every model will have a bunch of different articles or maybe YouTube videos or other links to the other courses, because I don't want to keep like, I don't have the most up-to-date information. It's really evolving every day. So my goal to give you like the vector and direction where you can go and provide enough resources for you to self-learning and basically to close all the gaps. And this will help you to be, it basically, I will share all my experience that I collected over the last 15 years. Yeah, thank you and see you on the course. Stop.